Well, as he told Ted Reinstein earlier, success with the opposite sex is all about social confidence. That's why Adam LoDolce named his website Ultimate Social Freedom, and he joins us now. So a lot to cover, but let's start with that first meeting. You know, you're at a bar or some other social gathering. Right. What's the biggest mistake that people make when they try to meet somebody?
Right. I mean, the biggest mistake I would say that guys do, especially, and women do this, is they sit at the corner of the bar for the entire night, hang out with their friends, but they haven't been meeting and just talking to people all night. I mean, what I try to do when I go out with people is we are talking to everyone and anyone so that when that perfect person does come in, you are just ready to go. Your brain is just on fire and you are ready to, you know that feeling when you're just on a night? I mean, that's what I try to keep my clients in that state throughout the entire night.
So how do you prepare them, or how can they prepare to be sociable, talkative, ready to go?
Right. Well, early in the segment, we talked about social freedom, right? The confidence to just be totally outgoing and really comfortable. Well, I have a whole series of exercises that we do before we go out, and it starts with giving high fives before the night to just random people on the street, to going up and asking for directions, just getting comfortable with approaching people. And then by the end of the exercises, we're doing like moonwalks around people and doing like dancing on the street. But the interesting thing is, by the end of those exercises, people have said to me, they say, oh, wow, I can feel totally comfortable just going up and talking to that beautiful woman or that guy that I'm interested in. It's really powerful stuff.
Well, because we all know that fear of embarrassment, that fear of rejection is really, really powerful. And that alone is enough to kind of get them over that hump. It must be different degrees for different people, obviously.
Completely. And you have to do those over time. And really, the fear of embarrassment and the fear of rejection, that is like at the core of all this, is to go up and talk to someone, for them to say, just get away from me, which doesn't happen, by the way, that often, not like in the movies. That is the core of human nature, just to avoid that at all costs. But the reality is, it doesn't matter. If that person doesn't like you, move on to the next person.
What about your appearance? I mean, what should you be wearing? Should you be overdressing, underdressing?
I think the biggest thing is that people think that if you are fashionable, then you're attractive. The reality is that you want to dress like your identity. Whoever you are as a person, whatever defines you, if you're artistic, if you're a rock and roller, whoever you are, you want to be able to project that to the world so that you're attracting the right type of people. So if someone likes, and like for me, I'm more of an edgier type of person, so I try to dress edgier so that I'm weeding out women who aren't interested in that, and women who are, you know, they'll be able to see off the bat that is the type of person they're talking to.
All right, so you're dressed appropriately, you're talkative, you've done your exercises, now what?
Just start approaching people all night long.
Hard part, right?
Set a goal at the beginning of the night, how many people you're going to go up and talk to, because that is hard, right? We were talking about rejection. People have that fear, so you need to set that goal at the beginning of the night and say, I'm going to talk to at least 10 people tonight. And then at the end of the night, if nothing happens, it's fine. If something does happen, great.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
So who's your typical client? Who's coming in for the help?
Sure. I found, actually, when I first got into this, I had no idea the type of people I'd be working with, right? But I've actually found the type of people I'm working with are professionals. They are extremely successful people who have every part of their life figured out, except, you know, how to meet women or how to meet men. And they just say, because people who are motivated are the type of people that go to the website and they say, oh, well, I'd be interested in doing something like this, and take that step forward, right? So it's actually, it turns out the people are insanely successful, and I love it.
Adam LoDolce, thanks very much for your advice. For everybody out there, good luck with the book. I shake your hand, but I think we should high five instead.
I love it.
That's
high
the
five.
way you like to do it. All right. And that is Chronicle for tonight. Thanks very much for joining us. I'm Anthony Everett. Have a good evening, and we'll see you again tomorrow night.